welcome to my channel, Tarot Reading with Shaista. Alright, this is for all signs, no clarifications, just quick readings for all signs with their current energies. First of all, a very happy Halloween. I hope the weekend's been good and going great guns for you and you're having a good time with family and friends. So I will be reading for you for the weekend. This is just an overall quick read going through what's happening with all the zodiacs right now in the current scenario. And of course my weekly schedule is out there for you to understand how I do this. Like you know, I'm sorry, something's got caught in my throat. All right, so like you know, Mondays are my earth sign days, where I do my Taurus, and I do Virgo, and I do the other earth signs. Tuesdays are fire signs. I do air signs. On Wednesdays, Thursdays are water signs, and Fridays are just deck reviews that I do for other tarot card readers. And Saturday and Sunday is just general love readings for all the signs and current energies. All right, so let's start off now. Let's just reach out to my schedule. All right, so as per plan. Okay. All right, now what's interesting here is that I'm using this very exciting deck. I don't pull it out any other time of the year except for this time because it's meant for Halloween. It's one of my favorite decks. I love using it. It's fun to use. It kind of inspires me at this time. This is the Halloween deck by Kipling West. So that's the deck I'm going to be using for you guys today. And I'm also going to be using the Healing Angel cards and the Moonology Oracle cards, which will serve as messages for you at the end of the reading, from the universe. All right, so that's about the decks. Now, what I want you to understand is that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. I say this in all my videos, so just take in what resonates with you and let the rest go. All right, if you're keen on private reading, you can get in touch with me via email. I have mentioned in the description box below. Now, as far as the readings, general readings here are concerned on this channel, these may not always resonate with you. This could be for you, this could be for your person, this could be for the situation you're in perhaps, or it could just be someone, cross-watching for somebody else. So there are a lot of energies in play. So like I always say, always take in what resonates with you, what seems positive or which kind of connects with what's happening with you, and let the rest go. It may not be for you. All right, so let's start a Halloween reading for all my signs. Starting off with the earth signs, I'll start with Taurus. What's happening with Taurus? Oops, quite a lot of things happening with Taurus. I see a lot of cards, but let's not take this. Let's just see what's happening with Taurus quickly. Okay, so very quickly, Taurans, I think you guys are overthinking a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so what I see here is that there's been a lot of intuitiveness, a lot of research, a lot of study, a lot of observation, and I also see that you're thinking a bit way too much into a scenario, and what's causing it is your movement. You probably want to take a decision on something. It could be a relationship, it could be work, it could be just some decision that you're very quickly wanting to take, and I think it's good to think about it, but not to this extent. I think there's been a little bit too much of overbearing thinking that's really happening here. All right, what I see here going forward is whatever you plan to do will go as per plan, but I think there's a lot of hard work that I see you putting in. It's not going to be just something which is going to sort itself out. You will have to put just your entire soul and your entire grit into making this work. So if it is a relationship, I see a lot of work involved. If some of you are looking at starting a project and making a decision towards going forward with that project or picking up that job, I think there's a lot that you need to be aware of. So thinking about it is good, but don't make it the only thing to worry about. It's not such a big deal. Think about it. I think every decision should be thought well of, but not overthinking. Okay, it's not going to help. So I do see a lot of hard work for sure, but I see that you will probably, some of you are awaiting some news or waiting to communicate something to someone or approach someone. It could be even in some cases I see a Taurus who's trying to probably rekindle something with an next flame, wanting to move forward with that. You definitely need to communicate there. It's not going to happen magically, all right? So you will have to communicate, right? Same goes for people who are looking at starting off something new in your present venture, probably trying to add on a couple of more things to make it more enterprising, those kind of things. It will happen, but don't overthink it. Again, just a lot of hard work. I see a lot of work going in, that's for sure. And I think the way you market it and the way you publicize it and you market yourself out there, I think it's going to go great guns for you. Okay, I definitely see you stabilizing. I definitely see you getting to your goal. I don't see a problem here at all, Taurus. So I think the weekend's going to be good, and whatever you have planned for next week should work out, or even in the long term, right? So that's what I see for you. Let's quickly pull out message from the universe at this point. What's the message for Taurus? The energy is gaining momentum. Yes, I definitely see that. You are definitely inspired. You are probably thinking too much only because it's kind of exciting you. You definitely have made up your mind. So that's what's showing, that phase of just waiting and thinking is over. You will start action towards this, all right? I see a lot of harmony going forward. I see a lot of inspiration. And I definitely see a lot of clarity coming up in your thoughts towards this idea. Okay, letting the things go, that's very important. So if there's any negative thoughts about a situation that you want to work out, put that away because it's all looking good. Just focus on the real deal. All right, but just don't do this overthinking. That's kind of putting me off a little bit, but otherwise it's all good to go. So that's you, Taurus. Let's quickly move on to the next earth sign, Virgo. What's happening with Virgos? Let's see. What's happening with Virgos this weekend? So what I see here is a lot going on in a Virgo's life. He's very preoccupied, or she's very preoccupied by a lot of things. Definitely a new focus in the relationship. You're definitely trying to work on a relationship. I definitely see love or some kind of move towards showing that love to someone. It could be in a long-term relationship. This seems like a long-term relationship. I also see a lot of aggression and a lot of charge in you to kind of achieve your goals. You seem quite aggressive at this point. You're completely dedicated to get it all going for you in your work. So that's a good card again. I also see a balance. So I think it's kind of telling me that probably you need to get that balance here, Virgo. You need to balance your family life with your career, your personal life with your life goals and objectives. There has to be a balance in the two. So this is telling me that that's what you need to do with the temperance here. I also see that you are a little worried about finances. Let's see what it looks like. So that's been on your mind. But I think you're quite sorted with the King of Inks here. You don't really need to worry. I think you just kind of got yourself, because being the practical sign that you are, you're an earth sign foremost, and you're a Virgo. You like perfection, you like things going exactly as planned. So when things don't go exactly as planned and there's even a slightest delay, you tend to kind of lose your peace of mind. So don't do that. It's all looking okay. I see that you will hear something good, something related to money. You will definitely hear something which will probably satisfy you and make you happy. And it's also telling you that you don't have to work that hard. You already have something good going for you in your work. You have already kind of reached that that position where you've put in your best and people look up to you. So I don't want you worrying too much about trying to be in the race. Just balance things off, like I said, between your personal life and your career options. All right, so that's what you need to do, Virgo. That's what I see has been happening over the weekend as well. You definitely are trying to bring in the balance, so your focus has been that. So continue doing that. All right, that's what I see for you. Quickly, let's see what else the messages from the universe are for you. Step out of your comfort zone. You cannot just assume that it's all fine. You need to kind of get out that cycle and focus on so many other things in life. Okay, don't let your pride get in the way, Virgo. That's again something very, very important. All right, and what's the other message from the universe for you? Conclusions are within reach. So there's nothing impossible. If something is looking a little shaky for you, don't worry, it's not the end of the situation. There's definitely light at the end of the tunnel, so it's also just going to go away, so you don't really need to worry about it. It's all looking very temporary to me. Let's see what your other cards from the universe have to say. Let's pick up these healing angel cards. What's happening with Virgos? Change. So it's talking about change. You need to change what you're doing. Obviously, you need to get in some balance. Like I said, life is a journey. It will be very unfulfilling if each step is exactly the same as the last. You cannot do that, Virgo. That's something which is so you. Everything has to be measured. Everything has to be perfect. Sometimes it's not important. Things don't go like that. You can't be so meticulous about the smallest of things. Life is a journey, like it says. It will be very unfulfilling if each step is exactly the way you planned it. You definitely need that adventure, a few shocks here and there, because life is always changing. So you need to change alongside that, all right? It's forever fresh and new, so look at it like that. Allow your life to unfold gracefully, it says, Virgo, and be grateful for what was, what is, and what will forever be. So you need to be a little more grateful and accept that change or whatever is happening in your life right now, because it's all looking very good. All right. All right, let's now move on to Capricorns. What's happening with Capricorns right now in love or in general? What's the current situation? What are the guardian energies saying? Wow. All right, the overall energy for for Capricorn right now is a Six of Pumpkins. Definitely a lot of giving away, a lot of receiving something, or being benevolent out there. Let's see where this is all coming up. In the recent past, I see the Queen of Bats, the Queen of Pumpkins, and the Empress. Okay, and in the current, I see the King of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Six of Cups. Okay, and the Four of Bats. I think there are people who are kind of dependent on you, Capricorn, for a lot of things, not just finances. It's even the emotionalities. I think you have a lot of people who are dependent on all that coming from you, and you're someone who's very clear about the way you communicate or what you want. You're also very giving. You like to protect, you like to nurture, you care for your kids, your family, some of you who are married. So I see that in the past, and I see that's also become your goal going forward, because you've kind of hit yourself up to that extent where you kind of work yourself up. You've kind of pushed yourself high above, and you've absorbed yourself into just helping people all the time and hardly looking at yourself, looking after yourself. So it's telling you to just hang in there, focus on what the real deal is, slow down a little bit instead of just giving. Wait, think, and even absorb things, because even you're in need of all of that love, attention, help, and support, which you're constantly giving others. All right, so it's telling you that you need to hang up your socks for a while. Enough of giving. I think it's time to also receive. It's telling you to focus on new ventures. Perhaps if you have certain dreams that aspirations, you need to pursue that. I definitely see that some communication that's going to make you very happy will come forward this weekend. Perhaps a letter from a child, a letter from a spouse, or some good news. Definitely I see that. And I also see the beginnings of some kind of goal that you've set for yourself, or a business that you want to start, or work that you want to start. I definitely see that. But I see a lot of worry and heartbreak and depression. I think you need to move away from that. It's all coming because you've been just doing things one-sided, and I think some people have probably taken that a bit too far. They just constantly expect from you because you've kind of given them that reason to always expect from you, and you've kind of created this impression that you don't need any of this back. So some of them have taken you for granted, and that's kind of hurt you. It could be, again, very close, dear ones within the family who've probably taken you for granted, and and that's kind of upset you a little bit. But I want you to know that it's not always you who needs to be in the giving position. You also need to receive. So you need to make that very, very clear, all right, for your own good. All right, so that's what I see for you, Capricorn, for the weekend. That's what I see going on for you in your personal relationship with your partner or your family. Let's see what the universe has to say for you, Capricorn. Yeah, so a very fiery climax will approach. I think you're just giving too much of importance to what if, what is. I think you just need to wait. All right, stop getting so dramatic. Time to rather give rather than take. That kind of a feeling will come in. Definitely it will come in the minds of people who are associated with you. I also see a new romantic cycle beginning. Perhaps you were caught up in your own rut for a while, Capricorn. I think that will change for you. I see change. That's definitely going to change. You need to be more grateful for what you have and what you can do with that, whatever you have, the gift that you have, the people that you have in your life. So you need to shift your energies a little bit. So that's what I see for you going forward, or right now, at least in your current situation, Capricorn. All right, let's move on to the fire signs quickly now. Let's look at Libra. What's happening with Libra? All right. I think you desire something very, very badly. You definitely are wishing for something to happen for you. you've always been very wishful about this particular thing. This has been your dream for a while now. It could be a relationship or traveling to some place, or for some of you, having that freedom to do whatever you want to do. You probably want to explore some new ideas at work. I definitely see that for you, Aries. Okay, and so Aries, what I see is that it's definitely going to culminate into something. I definitely see a celebration. For some of you, it could be marriage. Maybe you've wanted this for a very long time, and I see that happening for you. But of late, probably because of the pandemic or the delays that are happening around you, you're feeling a little trapped and suffocated because you don't know what to do. So maybe there's a hold on the situation. I definitely sense a delay, but it's not going to be forever, because I see the Sun card here, and it's all going to just go away. It's all going to work itself out. So that's what I see for you, Aries, going forward. All right. Okay, so that's what I see for you. Let's see very quickly what's happening. What's the message from the universe for Aries? Protection. You're safe. Do not fear. The universe has your back, and it surrounds you with the wings of light, it says. What else? Okay, sacred source. We, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are literally an angel in the making, being of eternal love and light, forever one with God, Goddess, and all the creation. It says that you're being watched. You are their special one. You need to keep your head right out of the water, not let anything suffocate you, depress you, or lose faith in something. Don't let pride get in your way. Perhaps, and step out of your comfort zone again. That's the message I get for you as well. So definitely you need to think out of the box, Aries. You need to understand that there's something good coming your way, though it may not look very easy at this point in time, but I definitely see a very, very nice outcome. This is the Sun card, which is the happiest card, as we all know, in the tarot deck. So it's all going to work out. Just stop worrying. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aries. Let's quickly move on. Let's move on to Leo now. Right. Quickly, let's see what's happening with Leos for this weekend. What's happening in love in general. Alright, so what I see happening for you, Leo, is that you're caught in your own thoughts, your imagination, and I think you're getting a little too much out of hand here. You are getting too presumptuous. I think you need to hold on and wait for confirmation. You cannot just, assume something and keep going like that with the Page of Bats, which is the Page of Swords here. I also see the Hierophant here. It's telling you to look within. You have the ability to understand what's happening with you. Stop blaming someone else for the way you're feeling. You need to first look within yourself, see where you're going wrong. Perhaps you're reading too much into things. It's also telling you to focus your energies on so many other aspects, like yourself to start with. A lot of healing. Look within. Focus on the situation from the inside to the outside. It's telling you to look for the truth, all right, rather than live on assumptions. I definitely see movement. Things will change, though it may not seem like that right now, but things are going to change for you for the better, even at work. Not just in terms of relationships, but it looks more, you will start seeing good changes happening at work. Perhaps some of you are working towards something which will help your work improve, preparing for a skill set perhaps, or preparing to hear something. Maybe somebody is waiting for a promotion. You're definitely going to hear something really good. And I see the Queen of Imps here, which is nothing but the Queen of Wands here. someone who is established, somebody who's respected, someone who is acknowledged. So I definitely see a lot of acknowledgement at your workplace. Something that's going to give you a lot of confidence is going to happen to you. So I see good things happening for you in terms of your work. If I look at the same thing in terms of your relationship, again, I see a lot of stability. I see you moving in this chariot towards that goal. So I want you to just hang on, hold your horses. Things will change, things will shift. All right. Let's see very quickly for Leos a message, a healing message from the angels. A message from the universe for Leos. Gratitude. It says, make gratitude your new attitude. You need to be grateful for what you have and what wasn't in the past and what you have right now. It's telling you that the stars will shine brighter upon you. You just need to wait. It can't happen when you want it to happen. All the world will become lighter. It's not going to be as heavy as you think it is. It already isn't. It's just the way you're looking at things and the way you are focusing on things right now, which are spoiling things for your own self. So it's asking you to be full of gratitude to start with. You probably think you are grateful, but you're not. All right. So you need to focus on that here. Yes, it says be bold and make the first move. It's not always having the ego or pride. Sometimes there's, you may be right. You may probably have all the reasons to not make a first move in certain scenarios, but it's always good, to make that first move sometimes, because you would probably be the bridge to make things open up. Maybe this person you're dealing with is not very comfortable communicating when he or she wants to. So you may have to put your ego aside and approach. Leos, I also see that you are probably staggering in your decisions. I also see that you're probably not, you are worried to make that first move because you're not sure it's the right thing to do. But I think you need to look at your gut here with the Hierophant here. It's telling you to follow the lead. Go with it. Make that decision quickly. I know you are moving towards all good. It's going to happen to you, but you need to have faith in the situation and get that confidence to move forward. So that's what I see for you, Leo, right now. All right. Okay, let's quickly move on to Sagittarius. What's happening with Sagittarius? Alright, I see the Four of Bats, which is the Four of Swords, the Ace of Wands, which is the Ace of Imps here. I see a heartbreak. I see the Three of Bats, which is the Three of Swords, and I see the Six of Pentacles. Alright. I think a lot's going on with you, Sagittarius. You're worried about money, for starters. You're worried about work. And there's a lot of conversation going on between you and another. It could be your partner, as in your life partner. It could be a loved one, or it could be just a business associate, a business partner for some of you. I see that there has been so much of conversation and so much of strife and rift in the past that right now you are not doing anything. You don't want to do anything. You've just gone silent. You're probably in waiting. And that's a good position to be in, because sometimes you say what you feel, you put all your cards on the table, and you let your enemy kind of know what, or the other person know what's in your mind. And sometimes it's good to just hold back, wait for a reaction to come from the other side as well. You can't just be all out there and hurt yourself more than you have in the past. So I think the Four of Bats is your current situation right now, which is that you've just gone quiet. You've decided not to make any quick impulsive decisions or say anything. Just keep quiet. All right. You've just decided to go mum. And that's probably because you are probably starting something new. You have some ideas and you don't want to share it with anybody. And that's why you've probably gone mum also. So that's also something that I'm picking up. I see that this is all happening because the hidden fact remains that you're extremely hurt by someone's, the way they handle this relationship, the way they have brought you to this situation or this relationship between you and this other person sad because of so many goof ups in the past. That's kind of broken your heart, and that's why you decided to now keep mum, practice being quiet, not talking before things work out for you. You want to definitely keep some things to yourself. So I definitely see that energy going on right now. In your outcome, I see the Six of Pumpkins. You will receive finances, like I told you at the beginning, is worrying you, Sagittarius, but I think that will go away. You will receive that help from whoever that you're expecting that help from. Money will come to you. Just don't worry yourself too much. But that's what I see for you right now, Saggy. All right. Maybe on Tuesday I will be able to show you a little more light on what's happening, Sagittarius. Okay, because that's the day I do fire signs. Let's see what's happening with the messages from universe for Sagittarius. Give me a message for the Sagittarius watching this video. All right, the energy is gaining momentum. If you have a good idea going forward, it's gonna pick up. It already has. Just don't talk about it as yet. All right, so maybe that's why you got that keeping quiet and not doing much kind of a card. So hang in there and wait for the spirit to pass. You definitely have something to wait for. So wait, let the heat of the situation die down a little bit, because it's definitely saying that your time will come. All right. Let's see what else the messages are from the universe for you. Healing. I, the angel of healing, am with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for eternity. So you definitely have the universe watching your back and healing you. It's talking about kindness. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the process of love. You will get help. Like I said, I did see that. You will get help from someone you're least expecting it from. Remember to be kind to yourself. Don't be harsh on yourself during this process. I definitely see harmony coming into your picture. There will be a natural flow. Everything is following a certain map. There is a cycle that you're in, caught up in right now. So if your bad phase was a part of the cycle, then you're definitely moving ahead, because like I said, the energy is gaining momentum. You're definitely moving from a place of darkness to light. So I definitely see things kind of clearing up for you. All right, so that's what I see for you, Saggy. Right, who do I move on to? Let's move on to the air signs. I'm moving on to Libra. Libra, what's happening with Libra over the weekend? A quick look at what's happening with Libras. All right, with Librans, I see some kind of a heartbreak. There has been some struggle. Though you have been trying to be the more giving one in the relationship of late, I see that there is trouble in paradise. I think you put in a lot of faith into a situation, you gave it your best, and yet you faced that heartache. I also see you moving towards focusing your energies on something new. You want to focus on yourself, the higher good. You have looked about this entire situation in a different light now, and you've decided to, probably you were not raising your voice in the past. You were not very clear about how you wanted things to be in the relationship, and you've begun to start showing signs of, putting it out there and letting them know. But I continue to see a little bit of strife and a struggle. I definitely see conflict happening for you currently and going forward. So all I can say is that you need to just hang in there and probably things will settle down. I definitely see hope for you with the Ace of Cups here. Something new coming into the horizon, or probably the energy will shift with the same person. They will kind of realize and come back to you, or you may have to channelize your energy and find new love. So for some of you, it could be the start of a new relationship and the end of an old cycle, finding solace in something else rather than focusing on all the negatives in the past. All right, that's what I see for you here, Libra. Let's see what the universe has to say for Librans. A new romantic cycle begins. Like I said, I did see that. I think either if you're in a long-term relationship, you'll find a way of probably finding that love again, or that you both will kind of catch up on what went wrong, and things will probably change for the better. New beginnings for some of you in the same relationship. Or it could mean the end of an old chapter and something new starting off for some of you. All right, I definitely see that. What other messages that I have for Libra from the universe? Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. So I definitely see, Libra, that what's really been happening with you in the past hasn't been something that you're destined for sure. So things are about to change for you. Like I said, I see new beginnings. It could be in your current situation or something new for some of you. All right, new love starting up for some of you, and that seems to be a part of your destiny. It's not something that's in your hands. This is the way things were supposed to be, and this is a cycle that you were supposed to follow. So you're doing just that. All right, but things will change for the better for sure. So that's what I see for you, Libra. Let's move on to Gemini. What's happening with Gemini over the weekend? All right. What I see here is that you were probably thinking a lot about a relationship. You were thinking a lot about a journey, a situation that you were really passionate about, and you gave it a lot of, you thought about it, you studied it, you kind of researched it and did whatever you had to. And I think in your case, Gemini, you were doing this because of some earlier misunderstandings. You're probably dealing with another earth sign here. So you took your time, did your research on the situation, and I see that you definitely decided to take the next steps towards a certain goal, and you're going to be victorious in that particular direction. You are passionate about something. It could be something you're pursuing, and I see you working very hard and moving on towards that. I also see that whatever these changes are that are happening to you for the better are going to happen really fast here with the 8 of Wands as your outcome. So I definitely see things changing for you. I think you will have options in terms of your choices when it comes to your academics or your work front. I see you being extremely careful, but you're going to make the right choice, and you're definitely moving on to better situation. So this looks more like a work-related card for me, Gemini, but it looks like a good card. So this weekend is going to be all about focusing on your future and being positive about that future. All right. Let's see very quickly what the universe has to say for Geminis. Geminis, a message for Geminis. you're very close to achieving your goal, like I said. All right, so you're very, very close to achieving that goal. So just stay focused. Don't get shied away by whatever is happening to you currently or your past. Just focus, continue to focus. It talks about trusting. Trust all will work out the way you want it to, definitely. I see that your angels are with you, so the universe definitely seems to be giving you whatever you need from it. Trust in the healing power. It says of our love, we know more than you will ever know. So they seem to be, the universe and the angels seem to be very confident about what's going to come your way. They're just telling you to trust the process and keep working towards things in that direction. So that's what I see for you as of now, Gemini. Let's see now what we have for Aquarius. Let's see what's happening with Aquarius going forward during this weekend. Alright, things are about to change for the better with the Wheel of Fortune here in the outcome. I definitely see things moving in a right direction for you. You are expecting some kind of information, some news coming your way, probably because you need to make the right choices, the right decisions. You have a whole lot of opportunities and decisions to make. It could be in a relationship, it could be an emotional decision that you probably need to make. You need to probably give importance to one aspect of those emotions over somebody or something. And I see that you will definitely get a word. You're probably awaiting some news and you will get that news. I see the 10 of Swords, where it's not something that you can really do much about. You will have to make those choices, you will have to make those decisions, though they're not very easy decisions. It may seem like completely exhaustion. It may seem that, you know, this is crazy, you're tired, you can't do this anymore, these choices look very hard for you. But trust me, this is all going to be for the better. I see things changing for you, your fortune changing, everything changing for the better. So whatever you're going through, the forced choices that you're having to make, all looks tough right now, but it's all for the greater good. All right, so that's what I see for you, Aquarius. And let's see what the universe has to say for you. You will soon receive some positive news. Like I said, the channels are clear and honest communication are now open for you. Aquarius, keep an open heart and speak your truth lovingly without fear. So that's a wonderful card, a lovely message from the universe. Like I said, you are about to hear something really good. So just hang in there. You will listen to get some positive news. You are very close to achieving your goal. All right, so just need to hang in there, Aquarius, and things will go as planned. All right, so that's what I see for Aquarius. Moving on to our last category of zodiacs, we are moving on to the water signs. Let's quickly look at Scorpio. What's happening with Scorpio over the Halloween weekend? What are your current energies looking like in Scorpio? Let's see. Alright, I see this looks like somebody is looking at moving to a better job, taking a decision to probably relocate, or looking at a new plan in terms of your work, or generally ready to move on to the next stage of their life. Perhaps a relationship that didn't work out in the past, they're now ready to look on and move further. They were close to the idea of, moving on, but I think they're now looking at it. That's what the outcome says. Now, when I look at the situation, I see the Empress, someone who's experienced, who's rested, who's been there, done that, and she's extremely mature. I see you right now, Scorpio, as someone who kind of knows what it is to feel certain things. You have probably been there in a relationship, learned your lessons well, and you are someone who is all ready to kind of envelope love, move in that direction, ready to trust, ready to believe. I definitely see that, but it's not going to just come to you just like that. You will have to work towards it. You can't just say, okay, I'm open to new ideas and new love. You will kind of need to work towards whatever your plan is. You will need to strive very hard to get to your goal. With the Three of Imps or the Three of Wands going forward, I see that you now feel you're ready to take other challenges, newer responsibilities, meet new people perhaps, and start off afresh. I definitely see that change happening for you over this weekend. All right, Scorpio. Let's quickly look at what the messages from the universe are for you, what the universe has to say to you. Scorpio, message from the precious gift. Friendship, family, love are precious gifts. Do not lose sight of what is the most important right now. So you're going to get all the support you need. You're going to be extremely inspired also. New ideas will come to you very naturally to help you progress, going forward. I definitely see that happening for you. And let's see what else the universe has to say for you going forward. You're very close to achieving your goal again. It's something that is bound to happen to you. You are destined to move into another zone in your life. You're ready now, and you need to start focusing on that. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Moving on to Pisces. So what's happening with Pisces over the weekend? What are your current situations and current energies looking like in love and life? Let's see. Okay, I definitely see a very nice outcome. I see marriage for you. I see a very happily ever after kind of a situation as an outcome. Now, when I see your current situation, I think you're not in a situation where you want to take any decisions right now. You have, played all your cards perhaps. You have played all the key. You now just want to wait. You're in the process of waiting and letting things shift for you on their own. Your job is done. Now you're more on the receiving end. Now you just want to see what's going to come to you. You're done with whatever you needed to do. I see the Tower, which I see an end of a situation. It could be an end of a relationship for some of you, Pisces, where you don't want to take the trouble of making things work. This Tower moment that happened to you in the past is what's kind of put you in this situation of Four of Swords, where you don't want to take a decision towards something. But what's really influencing all of this is your desire or the ambition in you that you want to achieve something emotionally. So I think something that went wrong in the past kind of now is making you think 10 times before you take the next relationship on. But you will make that effort towards it, but it will be very slow. You will not make quick decisions on that front. You'll think and you will tread towards your next relationship very, very slowly. But I definitely think that you'll finally, when you get that person or you meet that person, it's going to be the 10 of Ghosts, which is the 10 of Cups, and you will know exactly where you're headed and what this person means to you. So though right now your steps towards this are very slow, it's for the better. You're going to take a lot of time to think things through before you actually make that commitment going forward in this new relationship. All right, so that's what I see for you, Pisces. The last one for today would be the last of the water signs, Cancerian. But before that, let me just quickly take a look at what we have for Pisces as a message from the universe. What's happening with Pisces? Courage, it's saying that you have what it takes. We need to have faith that not all relationships are for the worse. Just go ahead and do it. Whatever your struggles are of trust or whatever pain that you've had experienced in the past, you need to let go of that. Start moving towards this new goal that you have set for yourself. Nobody's telling you to rush it, but you need to go slow, but you will get there eventually, and it's all going to be good. All right, we, your angels, as it says, the universe, are here to protect you and support you. So you have the universe's back. All right, and it's kind of healing you and preparing you to move on to the next stage in your life. All right, what else we see for Pisces here? Your dreams need a practical plan. You cannot just let some old experience kind of mess your head up. What it's really telling you to do, Pisces, is that you need to give yourself a little bit of courage. You need to get over whatever happened in the past. You need to look at things more practically, not just from an emotional point of view. If something good is in store for you or is approaching you, you need to look at it very unemotionally and from a very detached kind of a place without comparing it to anything from your past. So your dreams need to have some kind of a practical plan. You cannot just be all over the place. So that's what the universe is saying to you, Pisces, as of now. Moving on finally, like I said, to Cancerians, and let's see what's happening with Cancer. Cancer. Let's see what's happening with Cancer. Cancerians. What's your weekend like so far? Okay, there is trouble in paradise. Someone has been giving you a lot of grief. You are constantly worried about some situation or a person which is giving you sleepless nights for sure. Your outcome tells me that you will have the Queen of Swords, someone who's rested, someone who kind of knows where they're going or what they're saying. I definitely see you coming out of this, all right? But right now, I think what's really causing this is work. Anxiety, perhaps your work, where you need to probably learn something really quickly, and that's kind of keeping you up. All right, I see that trouble happening here, where you're probably having to work work something out or struggle with something, learn something new, and that's kind of keeping you up. All right, I also see that you, because of which, feel extremely trapped, suffocated. You're not able to do much emotionally. You don't know what else to do, but I think that's all going to clear out and you will eventually see the light. So whatever you're going through right now, Cancer, I definitely see you coming out of it eventually. All right, let's quickly look at what the universe has to say for you. What's the message from the universe for Cancerians? Sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries. So get rid of those sleepless nights. Stop worrying because you are healing right now. The universe has your back, and this is a period to heal. So don't let all these negative things and doubts kind of come and cloud all that healing, because it's going to undo the healing that's really happening for you. You must understand that whatever we kind of manifest for ourselves, it goes in that direction. So try and keep yourself as positive as possible, Cancer. I know it's tough, but you need to probably do that because the outcome seems good for you. All right. I also see your dreams need a practical plan. I think you are approaching everything very emotionally, and you need to stop doing that. You need to look at it from a very practical standpoint, where you need to think things through. That's very important for you right now, Cancer. All right. So that's what I see for you, all of you, this weekend. I hope you had a great Halloween. I want you to stay safe and be good. I'll see you next week. Take care. Goodbye.